Humanitarian missions remain blocked from reaching northern Gaza, according to the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees (UNRWA). Critical supplies, including food and medicine, are unable to reach those in need. The agency reports that their shelters are so overcrowded, displaced people are forced to live in toilets. Hospitals are overwhelmed, left without power, while injured civilians receive little to no care. The head of the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees posted on social media saying Israel is continuing to prevent humanitarian missions from reaching northern Gaza with critical supplies, including food and medicine. Felipe Lazzarini wrote on X, quote, "Hospitals have been hit and are left without power, while injured people are left without care." End quote. He also said UNRWA's remaining shelters were so overcrowded that displaced people were forced to live in the toilets and cited reports that people trying to flee were being killed. The Israeli military continues its offensive in northern Gaza, citing the presence of Hamas fighters. However, medics and residents report Israeli forces have besieged hospitals and shelters, further complicating relief efforts. At the Indonesian hospital in northern Gaza, medics say Israeli troops stormed a school, detained men, and set the building ablaze. The situation is dire, with water supplies cut off and fuel for generators running low. In Jabalia refugee camp, Israeli artillery fire reportedly killed at least 10 people at a school serving as a shelter. Graphic footage shows bodies, including women and children, in the aftermath of the attack. Although 41 aid trucks and fuel tankers were allowed into the north over the past day, the UN reports hundreds more remain stuck at crossings. Aid agencies say the trickle of assistance is far from sufficient. The Red Cross has described the situation in Gaza's north as unimaginable. With no food, water, or power, hospitals are overwhelmed, and vulnerable groups, such as the elderly and disabled, struggle to evacuate. While Israel continues its campaign to dismantle Hamas, humanitarian organizations warn that the escalating conflict is pushing Gaza's population to the brink of catastrophe.